2 millennia of silence ended by alien arrival. Yet humanity just smiled. The first transmission reached Earth on a Tuesday morning in 2157, crackling through the deep space monitoring stations that had listened to cosmic silence for over 2,000 years. The message was simple, mathematical, and undeniably artificial. After decades of searching the stars for any sign of intelligent life, humanity finally had its answer. Dr. Elena Vasquez stood in the control room of the Lunar Observatory watching the data stream across holographic displays. Around her, technicians and scientists buzzed with barely contained excitement. This was the moment their species had dreamed of, since the first radio telescope pointed toward the heavens. "The signal is definitely structured," reported Tom Williams, the chief communications officer. "Pattern recognition shows mathematical sequences, prime numbers, and what appears to be basic physics constants." Elena nodded, her weathered face betraying none of the turbulence in her chest. At 73, she had spent her entire career waiting for this moment. The universe had remained stubbornly quiet throughout humanity's expansion into the solar system, through the establishment of colonies on Mars, Europa, and Titan, through the development of faster-than-light communication networks that linked human settlements across dozens of star systems. "How long until we can establish two-way communication?" she asked. "The signal originated from the Proxima Centauri system," Williams replied. "If we respond now, allowing for light-speed delay, we could have a conversation with roughly 8-year intervals between exchanges." Elena smiled quietly. 8 years. Humanity had waited 2 millennia. They could wait a little longer. The response came much sooner than expected. Within 6 months, a massive vessel emerged from the void beyond Pluto, its hull gleaming with an otherworldly luminescence. The ship was beautiful in its alien geometry, consisting of flowing curves and crystalline structures that seemed to bend light around them. It was also enormous, easily dwarfing humanity's largest space stations. Captain Marcus Rivera received the first direct contact aboard the Earth defense vessel Resilience, humanity's most advanced military ship. The alien communication was transmitted directly into the ship's systems, bypassing conventional radio entirely. "Greetings, primitive species," the translated message began. "We are the hegemony of the spiral arm. Your recent expansion into multiple star systems has brought you to our attention. We come to evaluate your civilization and determine your fate." Rivera exchanged glances with his communications officer, Lieutenant Amy Foster. The message was polite enough, but the underlying threat was unmistakable. "Shall I prepare a response, Captain?" Foster asked. "Not yet," Rivera replied. "Let's see what else they have to say." The alien vessel, which the crew began calling the Leviathan, maintained position at the edge of the solar system for 3 weeks. During this time, it sent probes throughout human space, scanning colonies, cities, and installations with sophisticated sensors that human technology could barely detect. Commander Alex Chen, head of Earth's Strategic Defense Initiative, monitored the situation from the Pentagon's Deep Space Command Center. Intelligence reports flooded in from across the solar system as the alien probes cataloged human civilization with methodical precision. They examined everything: military installations, population centers, industrial facilities, even individual humans going about their daily lives. "They're being very thorough," Chen observed to his aide, Colonel Maria Santos. "Almost like they're preparing a detailed inventory." "Should we be concerned, sir?" Santos asked. Chen considered the question. "Probably, but there's not much we can do about it except watch and learn." After the 3-week survey period, the aliens requested a formal diplomatic meeting. The location they chose was neutral space, halfway between Earth and Mars, where they deployed a smaller vessel that still dwarfed any human ship. Ambassador David Park, Earth's most experienced diplomat, led the human delegation aboard the diplomatic vessel Hope. As they approached the alien craft, Park felt the weight of his species' future pressing down on him. This first contact would set the tone for humanity's relationship with a galactic civilization that had clearly mastered technologies beyond human comprehension. The aliens themselves were surprisingly ordinary in appearance, though clearly not human. They stood roughly 2 meters tall, with elongated limbs and large, multifaceted eyes that seemed to catalog everything they observed. Their leader introduced himself as High Evaluator Kenth, speaking through translation devices that rendered his words in perfect English. "Your species has reached an interesting developmental threshold," Kenth began without preamble. "You have achieved interstellar expansion and developed weapons of considerable destructive potential. However, our analysis indicates significant limitations in your technological and social evolution." Park maintained his diplomatic composure despite the condescending tone. "We're always eager to learn from more advanced civilizations," he replied. Carefully, Kenth's expression, if it could be called that, suggested amusement. "Indeed, the hegemony has evaluated thousands of species throughout this galaxy. Most require either integration into our structure or elimination if they prove incompatible with galactic order. Your species presents an interesting case. The PO alien leader activated a holographic display showing detailed analysis of human civilization. Population figures, resource consumption, military capabilities, social structures, everything was laid out with clinical precision. "You have spread across 17 star systems in less than 2 centuries, Kenth continued. "Your industrial capacity suggests rapid expansion will continue. Your military technologies, while primitive by our standards, show concerning potential for development. Most problematically, your species demonstrates an unusual tendency toward persistence in the face of overwhelming odds." Park felt a chill run down his spine. "I'm not sure I understand your concern." "Historical analysis of your species reveals a pattern," Kenth explained. "When faced with existential threats, humans have consistently refused to surrender, even when surrender would be the logical choice. This trait has allowed your species to survive numerous catastrophes, but it also makes you unpredictable and potentially dangerous to galactic stability." The alien gestured to additional data showing human conflicts throughout history. Wars, natural disasters, pandemics, resource crises. Humanity had faced them all and emerged stronger each time. "Therefore," Kenth concluded, "the hegemony has decided that your species must be contained. We will establish monitoring stations throughout your territory and impose restrictions on your expansion. This is not negotiable." Ambassador Park looked at the alien's expectant face, then slowly smiled. It was a quiet, almost gentle expression that seemed to catch Kenth off guard. "I appreciate your thorough analysis," Park said calmly. "But I'm afraid there's been a fundamental misunderstanding." He activated his own holographic display, showing a simple star chart of human space. "You see, High Evaluator, you've cataloged our colonies, our ships, our military installations. Very impressive work. But you missed something important." Kenth's large eyes focused intently on the display. "Explain." Park's smile widened slightly. "You've been here for 3 weeks, conducting the most comprehensive survey of our civilization that we've ever witnessed. Your technology is clearly superior to ours. Your ship could probably destroy our entire fleet without taking significant damage." The alien leader nodded slowly. "This is correct." "And yet," Park continued, his voice remaining perfectly pleasant, "during those 3 weeks, did you notice anything unusual about our response to your presence?" Kenth paused, his expression becoming uncertain for the first time. "Your species showed remarkable calm given the circumstances." "Exactly," Park said. "No panic, no desperate military mobilization, no attempts to flee or hide. We simply went about our daily lives while watching you watch us. Doesn't that strike you as odd?" The alien leader was silent for a long moment. "Perhaps your species lacks the intelligence to recognize the threat we represent." Park chuckled softly. "Oh, we recognize the threat perfectly well. The question is, why aren't we afraid?" He expanded the star chart, revealing something that made Kenth's eyes widen. The map showed not just the 17 star systems the aliens had cataloged, but hundreds more. Human settlements, research stations, industrial facilities, and defensive installations spread across a vast region of space that dwarfed what the hegemony had detected. "You see," Park explained gently, "you've been analyzing the front porch while the house extends for miles behind it. Those 17 systems you found, they're our newest colonies, the ones we don't mind if visitors see. The real human civilization is somewhat larger than your assessment indicated. Kent stared at the display, his confidence visibly shaken. This is impossible. Our sensors would have detected— Your sensors are very good, Park agreed. But we've had 2,000 years to think about this moment. Did you really think we'd expand into space without considering the possibility of meeting someone bigger and more advanced than us? The ambassador gestured to another section of the display. These are our deep space installations. We call them the quiet colonies. Settlements specifically designed to be undetectable by conventional sensors. We've been